Hi, Jim Ewing for ProVision Solutions and ProVision Mentorship. Over the years, we've collected a lot of stories from people who have experienced mentorship, either in developing programs or in being mentored. Here are some of the key characteristics that we've found within successful and healthy mentoring relationships. Learn from the experiences of these people and add your comments to our blog, ProVision Mentorship.
Commitment is critical for both mentor and mentee. I've seen some relationships fail for lack of commitment. It's the idea that, you know what, I'm going to help you out as a mentor, but then I don't show up to our meetings, or I don't show up prepared, or I keep canceling on my mentee because I'm too busy. I think if somebody's going to ask you to be their mentor, you need to take that responsibility with some weight and some commitment. And vice versa, if you want to be a mentee and you really want to honor the person's time that's mentoring you, and it's going to be critical that you're committed to that relationship for the length of time in which it's serving you. And commitment, from my perspective, is pretty simple. Show up prepared, be on time, be ready.
A mentor-mentee relationship only works if both parties are committed to doing what they need to do. As a mentor, if you're dealing with the mentee and you give them a task to do or an assignment to do, they need to be committed to doing it. And vice versa, as a mentee, if you ask the mentor to do something, that mentor has to be committed to giving you that support.
Commitment. Well, that's a good one. My wife tells me my commitment drives her crazy. I get involved in something, I'm there. It's not something, anything I get into, I'm not in and out of it. If I'm supposed to be somewhere, I'm there. Commitment to me is a really key thing. You're either in or you're out. And when I get in, I'm in for the long haul. And so commitment is critical if you're looking for long-term growth in terms of whether it's your business or your relationship. You got to be committed to it. You got to make it work and do what it has to happen to make it work. Whether there's tough times, which in the automotive industry we've had a lot of those over the years, and you work through them, and you're committed to moving forward to doing whatever it takes to make sure that you continue in that strength. And without that commitment, I think that's the reason there's a lot of businesses that fail. They don't commit to the business. It's, well, things get a little bad, I'm out of here kind of thing. And so commitment is a big issue for longevity in relationships and in business.
You have to be committed to it. I don't mean mentally committed. You have to be committed to it, meaning if you're going to give the time to them, say you're going to be available for an afternoon meeting from 3 to 4, you're committed to do that. You're committed to give them some information. You're committed to work with them. They're committed to do their part of it. So again, it links together. Yeah.
In my experience, commitment is absolutely essential in a formalized mentoring relationship, because you're not matching people on special chemistry. That happens in informal mentoring, and when it doesn't happen, the relationship does not take place. The mentor usually pulls out very early on, without the protege even knowing that the mentor was going to mentor that protege. That's how informal it is. Nothing is stated up front. Like my mentor, informal mentor at the University of Texas, Carson McGuire, he never sat down with me and said, "Bill, I'm your mentor and you're my protege." He never did. He said, "Bill, I'm going to take you down to the club today. I think you should wear a coat and tie." Or, "Bill, I read an article that I really think you should read." Or, "I know somebody and I think you should phone them up and have a chat with them." And so on and so on. But he never sat down and said, "I'm your mentor and you're my protege." It just didn't happen that way. Whatever emerged is what we dealt with. Whether it was a goal or an issue or a confidential something we wanted to share, whatever it was. But it wasn't necessarily planned, it just emerged and we dealt with it. And it worked.
Commitment getting there on time, answering the phone, if it's going to be a phone conversation, phone mentoring, or being at an appointed place on time, and understanding what that commitment means to you in the whole mentorship relationship.
I don't make the commitment at the outset. I just happen to mention that some of my clients, I've been with them quite a long time. But it's up to both of us to decide how long it should go, so it's open-ended. But yeah, I've made those commitments, and it becomes more pronounced as the company grows and becomes profitable. Okay, so that's my commitment. Now, what about the commitment on the part of the mentee? Yeah, they commit too. They're committing because they're spending time with me. They go out of their way many times to show me things, to help educate me in their business. Sometimes we will undertake a project which has some varying probability of success, and they will trust, and they will make a commitment to the project and go for it. And so those are the kinds of experiences that I've had.
Now it's your turn to share your experience with us. Visit our blog, Provision Mentorship. Make the investment in mentorship today for your success tomorrow.